Comrades, I greet you. I am Admiral Andre, and in the run-up to Paradox Interactive's new game, Surviving Mars, which I'm very much looking forward to, I thought it's time to satisfy my Mars craving with another game in the meantime, Sol Zero. Now, this is not a new game at all. It is, it has been several years. You can see it actually picked up some of my old save games. Back when this game was developed by a single developer, this was actually free. You could download it and play it for free, which I did and enjoyed a great deal. But I haven't played it for years and years, but it is available on Steam and I have purchased it today. And I thought, this could be a once-off thing. We might make 2 episodes out of it, just for the fun of it, since Mars fever is in the air. Also, I want to put another spin on this, This will be South Africa putting its first base on Mars. Now, this is again, it's not something we ever see in movies or the media or anything like that. It's actually quite interesting. I was thinking about this before I started to record this episode. In a place like America, apart from, of course, I suppose it's a consequence of that, of the fact that there is a space program with a great deal of money and capabilities and all of that. And because of that, you see in the popular media and movies and all of that, you see Americans going to space, and it's a lot of fictional things, but that's fine because it shows you the possibilities. For example, The Martian, there's one great example, but for South Africans, we never see that really. The only thing I could think of was one television advert from a company called Chicken Licken, where there's a South African space station in orbit and there's a resupply mission to take 2 chicken burgers up to them. You can Google it if you want or look it up on YouTube. It's called Afronauts. And so that's one sort of example in the popular imagination of seeing South Africans in space and what that might look like. So I thought, let's take this forward and do a South African Mars mission. Now, this, of course, will be many decades in the future, and I don't know if other countries will have been there already or have bases there, but that's not important. We're focusing on us right now. So, join me on this journey, comrades. We're not going to play too long here, but just to sort of see how this goes. Now, of course, with this game, we have several options of where we want to land, and we can have a look at these. So, we can even see some ice-covered terrains and Hellas Planitia. This is more of a grey area, and there's a generator as well. You can have various map editors. So let's see, our main choices really, I don't want to go towards the ice, not today. We want a nice easy time of it. The Gusev crater, that's one option. Arsia Mons or Cydonia. Meridiani Planum is also an option. I wonder, should we take that one actually? Oh no, let's take one of the 3 here, Cydonia. Let's go to Cydonia, comrades. Now, here we can see there's not the greatest amount of water, but there's a good amount of methane, gypsum, clay, and ore. So there's quite a lot of resources in this game. Let's just see what the other sites have. It's a balance, What is this? Mission challenge terraforming. Completing a terraforming project requires a large population. I'm not going to bother with that. Scientific progress as well. So you get various missions. I think Cydonia is fine. So I'm going to say new. And meteorite impacts or dust storms. I think we'll put normal here. This is of course difficult, but going to Mars and building a base there is not easy, so we'll say normal. And now, comrades, we are on the ground in South Africa. Now, of course, we see a big American flag right there, but we will use our imaginations that is a South African flag. Just for the sake of it, America gets so many achievements already, so come on, man, share that a little bit. So let's see, we are now here somewhere in South Africa. I suppose we built a new launch site by the coast for us. And I, of course, have the esteemed honor of being the mission director for this whole expedition. So let's see, actually, what shall we call this? Again, this is completely irrelevant. This is just my imagination running now. We do have a expedition in Antarctica. It's under the South African National Antarctic Project or Program, but the base itself is called Sinai 4, the South African National Antarctic Expedition. So we should call this something similar, South African Mars Expedition, the same. There we go, this is same one. So let's have a look. We have one rocket here, and what do we do with it? Now, of course, this is the first time I'm playing in years, so forgive me, comrades, but I thought this is a way of sort of getting back into it to share that with you. So we have 7 tons to Mars that this rocket can take, which is actually, I would suppose, quite a lot. So 7 tons trans-Mars injection. So, what do we need again for this? Let me think. A small rover. Let's see, what does it say? Mars rovers are essential for exploring the Martian surface and for locating minerals and other natural resources. Right now, we don't know anything about the mineral yield of Cydonia. Rovers are self-sustaining thanks to solar panels, so they are not necessary for, it's not necessary for people to work on them. A methane extractor I can remember. This is for refueling the capsule or the lander. Methane extractors generate rocket fuel by extracting methane from the Martian atmosphere. These units are automated and provide a good way to refuel landers for the return trip to Earth. But they are not for larger rockets, which is fine. We don't have a larger one to begin with. Then, no astronauts yet, comrades. We're not going to risk our people. Forklift, I don't think we need that right now. No colonists. Mineral extractor, do we need that? A launch window will occur every 120 sols or days. Suggested payloads for launch 1. Let's just see. Our scientists have suggested that it might be wise to send supplies and a rover on the first launch to characterize the Martian landscape before sending the first astronaut. I agree. 3 possible launch payloads have been provided as suggestions. Now, I do want us to have the methane extractor on board so we can return the capsule to Earth. So, let's take the middle one. There's food as well, food and water, but then again, this is, I don't know, is that necessary? No, I think we'll go for option 1, because 2 rovers will help us to scan the surface much quicker. So we're gonna go with this, comrades. Let's watch the launch. And there she goes, into the wild blue yonder. Now, of course, there's the transit to Mars, which would actually take a few months, not just 120 days. But then again, it doesn't say it takes 120 days. It just says the windows are every 120 days. Now, this is Cydonia, comrades. Let's see if I can move it a bit faster with the keyboard. So this is the area we have been allowed to land in. So we have to look, this is very interesting, these rock formations here. At least that will make it more pleasant, I guess, for the colonists one day. So where should we land for an initial effort? I guess somewhere here, off to the side, because we don't want to land on a resource deposit, but then again the rocket will leave again. So let's land right here. And there she goes. Excellent. So, South Africa is on Mars, comrades. Now what do I do? Let's see. We have to click on it. So there's the methane extractor and we have deployed it. So the fuel level should actually go up. Yes, it does. So 16%. It will of course take quite a while to go, but at least now it will be happening over time. So let's deploy the goods, or no, we need a forklift or an astronaut. Oh well, let's deploy the rovers, comrades. Let's just have a look how this works again. So I think if I just move it, it doesn't actually scan the terrain. I have to say explore. Then it has a little radius here. Okay, but we need to see this. How do I get the overlay again? Okay, so this is our notification here. Game speed, graphics, controls. Let's see here. Resource grid is Z, so resume and press Z. There we go, comrades. We actually have some good resources right here. So there's ore, that's the red mineral or red icon. Let's just send it scanning. The yellow is what again? Gypsum, I think. Clay. No, it's clay. So there should actually be water nearby. Let's just hope we didn't land on it, but then again, that doesn't matter. We don't need it right now. What's the science? There's gypsum. Laser Raman spectrometer. Good grief. What does that now do? No clue. Oh well, we just need to explore right now, so let's send them. Unfortunately, we can't automate this, so it will just take a bit of time. So the white is gypsum. There's the water. Good, 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 good. At least we know Cydonia is a viable landing site for a base on astronauts. So let's scan every single tile. Now this of course is a bit of a long process, but at least then you quickly get a feel for what's on the terrain. Or under the terrain, I should say. Okay, so let's send this one here, and if I press R, this actually lets us plan a route. Unfortunately, we have to avoid the rocks there. Just something like that. This is going to begin telling us what's in the area. So let us continue with doing that. We'll just zigzag up here. Of course, we're going to miss some things, but I don't want to do a super detailed scan. I just want to get a rough idea. So the main water reserve is right here. Excellent. So what do we do now? I can't actually unload this stuff. Now, is there any way to do this? I suppose the next thing to do is to send another rocket to Mars and then have a forklift on that. That's probably what we have to do. Now, where are we at the moment in terms of time? So I guess 88. So every one of those ticks there is another day. So you can see time is actually going really fast here. It's 90 days already. Good grief. So I didn't actually find anything here. Let's just try another attempt there. Also didn't find anything here. So we basically landed smack dab in the middle of the resource rich area. Let's just route the thing again. Just all around here, get us a general idea. It can even go under the arch there. So let's have a look. It's almost 120 days. So I think we get a pop-up, if I'm not mistaken, to ask us if we want another launch. So we'll just wait a little while. How are you doing? 67, 68. It's going quite fast. This capsule doesn't take too much fuel. Let me have some tea, some rooibos tea from South Africa, which is my favorite. I certainly recommend that you try it if you see it in the market somewhere or in your shop. Rover has discovered methane. Excellent. So this, I imagine, we could also use for refueling, but again, now we don't have the equipment for that, but that's fine. Okay, so there's nothing really more out there. So let's see if we can go this way. Next launch available. Okay, let's click on this, comrades, and go back to South Africa with our nice South African flag on the rocket. So what is it that we need for this second launch? Let's see. So time seems to have basically slowed down now. Total weight 6,000. So what do we have on this thing right now? We don't have presets again. Not sure. I guess that 6,000 is for fuel and things. Oh well, we need a forklift, absolutely. And we also need... I'm thinking another methane extractor for the lander. Unfortunately, we can't get a mineral extractor. So we actually only really have 1,000 kilograms, 1 ton for each trip, because the 7 tons is including the lander. Interesting. Let's see, we don't need another rover. Can we get more supplies here? Where do we even select those? Good grief. Oh, it's on the bottom here. So we just fill it up with 4 crates and launch. There she goes again. Our second one. Now you can imagine the government back home is obviously a bit cautious about spending money to go to Mars, so we have to prove that it actually is worthwhile. So we know there's no resources up above our existing lander, so we could try and squeeze in another landing here, but unfortunately there's not enough room. Can I just get the overlay again? We'll land right there. There's a lot of methane there. Good, so let's deploy the methane extractor again. And the forklift. So I'm not sure now again, how does this work? How do we actually get the... Okay, now it's taken it off the capsule or the lander. Now where do we put this? Good grief. I think we might be in for a rough time, comrades. Well, you know, that's how it is on Mars. Let's get this thing exploring more. Let me just use the keyboard again. Just do a quick sweep of this whole area, just so we know where we can actually build and where we should keep an area for resource collection. Okay, that's chaotic, but it will do its thing. Now, okay, what can I do? I think, are we really gonna need people to start building here, or can we not get drones to do that? Good grief. Okay, so it has almost all of it. Now what are you gonna do with it? I can't actually tell it to drop the thing here. Let's just have a look again at the controls. Scroll, zoom, resource grid, astronauts, notifications, construction, rotation with tab and R. I should remember that. Oh, good grief. No, I have no clue. No clue at all. But we're already on the way to the next launch window. So is this thing just gonna lie here now? Oh, good grief. Maybe we can deposit them in this capsule and take the rest out there and send that back home. Nope, it only picks up, it doesn't drop. Now, what's all this stuff here? Oh, this is our zoom functions. Good grief. They'll say they sent the wrong person to lead this mission. Now come on, there must be a way to throw the thing down here somewhere. What about the rovers? What can they do? So they can't actually build anything. They're just here to explore. Well, I think we'll just have to wait, comrades. I don't want to send this rocket back while we still have supplies on it, and this one we could send back, but of course it's not ready yet. So we'll just have to wait and explore. That's it. We are not going to waste supplies. Let's see, what did it find here? So there is more. What is the yellow? Clay. So there might actually be water here as well. I should actually divert this just to have a look towards the south. We'll pretend this is south. Just see, is there nothing? Only clay. Okay, that one is finished, so there's nothing in the center here. This is a good thing actually, because this is where we will build. Let's just tell it to clear that route order and then take over from the other one here now. Just get a basic scan again. It's actually quite difficult to avoid those rocks. Okay, that'll do. So, oh good grief, has it gotten stuck there now? Not the smartest rovers, I'm afraid. Just continue your mission, and so it's every 120 days, so 240 is the day that we're looking for. So we're almost there, 210 now. Then we need to get some kind of construction capability. Now I'm wondering if that is really just involving sending people. Okay, there's something there, there's a hint of some resource. Now, there's no speed controls here. Population bar is full, more colonists are needed and disaster may occur. Rover has discovered ice. Okay, excellent. Another good water deposit there. Dust devil imminent. Well, we have nothing for it to destroy, unless it of course destroys the rovers. There is more metal or ore that we can extract. Okay, let's just set these things on a further route here. Just 10 days now, comrades. Then we can send more things to Mars. Okay, that dust devil will just have to do what it does. So we'll see what the effects are. Hopefully we can create structures that can withstand that. So, let's see. This one is almost ready, and of course this one is, but I need to drop this stuff off. Okay, we're ready. Let's go back to Earth. So what do we have actually here? We only have the normal rovers, which we've seen and which we have already, the methane extractors, the astronauts. Let's have a look at what they say about the astronauts. Astronauts require 240 kilograms of food and 120 liters of water to survive between launches. So that means now 420 sols or days. So 2 kilograms of food and 1 liter of water per day per astronaut, which is again too little for the real world. I mean, they won't just use 1 liter of water per day, but we can imagine there's some sort of reclamation, in their suits from their sweat and all of that. Astronauts require a place to live. A lander is fine, so they can use a lander temporarily. Before sending astronauts to the Martian surface, it is a good idea to send an unmanned lander with food, water supplies, and a rover to search for ice. Okay, so we do need people now. So for this we are sending not colonists. Colonists are required to build some of the more advanced laboratories and buildings, so we can ignore them for now. How many brave Afronauts are we going to send, comrades? So each one gets 100 kilos. So if you weigh more than that, then that's a problem. Let's say 5. Is that too much? Maybe. Let's take only 3 or 4. Because I'm wondering now, do they have shifts or specific sleep requirements? Let's take 5. And then let us also take, what is this RMV? Dozers are heavy machinery and require large rockets, so we can't do that yet. Or could we? It's 1,000 kilos. We could send it on its own. They can push boulders and clear space for more development, but we don't need that. Not at this point. So we'll just send more supplies, I think. Or actually now, hold on. So this doesn't give them any food or water. So if there's 5 of them, 5 times 240 is what? Let's just see how much could we fit on here. No. We're going to have to bring far fewer people. I think just 2 maybe. So that means we need 400 and... Is that still all we can fit? That means we're going to send 1 astronaut all alone. That's not good. That's not good because 120 days till the next launch. So if we don't have 240, we can't send 2 people. 480, I should say. No, it's just going to have to be 1 brave pioneer. So 240 kilograms of food, they said, and 120 liters of water. Let's just confirm that. 240 and 120, exactly. So we really couldn't send more than that. Oh well, I guess one brave person is risking their life. Then do we send more supplies? Or do we send more food? I think we're going to max out the food. Water we don't need to max out because I'm hoping we can create a water extractor soon. But food obviously, so that on the next rocket we can send 2 people. Okay, that's going to have to do. But we still have space though. Why could we not send more food if we still have more allowable weight? Oh well, supplies then. We have to fill the thing up. Okay, good luck, comrade. I would never send 1 person alone to Mars, but I guess in the Martian movie it worked, so maybe we can also make it work. And there, the rovers are still doing their things. So, where are we going to land? Let's just get the overlay again. We'll just throw it down here. Now, of course, this one does not have a methane extractor, so it's going to take longer to send it back home. Oh well. And there is our first comrade. So, a lady as well. Well, that's a good thing. It's first woman on Mars. So, there we now have the first option to build. So, let's build a pallet. A pallet is obviously necessary to put the cargo down. So where should we do that? I think we'll put it up here in this little area. Now, tab, I think they said, yes. So we'll put down 1 pallet and then hopefully we can unload everything onto that. So she doesn't actually have a name. That's unfortunate, but okay. We just don't show it there, but she does have a name. So she has enough water there, food. Everything should be okay, but we just have to keep an eye on this stuff. Cryo tanks, good grief. I wish we could pause for a moment while I looked at all this. Game speed, so the hotkeys are there. Let's just try that. So at least half speed, so I can just think about things a little bit more. Now, where is the water extractor? Do we have such a thing? We better. I only see things that take water, not that give it. A problem. Oh well, let's put up a solar panel. We can do that. I'm not sure again how this works or how the power connection is supposed to link up. But we'll put down 1 right there. At least get the basics. So get the forklift to just take everything out of our first capsule lander and then send it back. And the second one we'll send back right away. Make some space there. And okay, it's hovering there, but it is on its way. This one is now empty, so we can say launch, and it has cleared some room for us. Good. Oh, good grief. What are you doing? It's all on me. Don't die, please. Okay, now we have a solar panel, but what do we do with that? Okay, slow down again, please. So we've got various domes and things. Cryo tank water. I suppose this is the thing. Over subsurface ice, blue resource. Yes, okay, so this is what I want. I was looking for the water drops, but that's not the right thing. So, which one would it be? We can't actually see what we're gonna get out of it, but that should cover the majority of the thing. Okay, normal speed. Let's hope we have enough supplies here. So because the days pass so quickly, we don't actually see the sort of day-night cycles, or that she now goes to sleep or eat and things like that. Of course, she does all those things anyway. Okay, the pallets also can't store the most things, but okay. Drop it off there, man. There we go. And slowly she waddles over, but I had to tell her now. That's the thing. They are not necessarily the most self-directed, but that's okay. So now we have water. Now what do? Does this mean we actually start getting it now? 7. Yes, so we have an income of 7 water. So every time she wants more water, she has to walk over there. There's no pipes or things like that in this game. So now there's also no wires, it seems, or cables and things like that. So let's start building some kind of basic shelter. I'm wondering if we shouldn't get the methane tank though. That'll take 2 power. Now, is methane green again? I think so. Let's put it right there. This will be a very good site, and we can even put another one up there. Then let's just have a look. Let me scroll around and find our rovers, which seem to run out of ideas if I'm not telling them what to do the whole time. Ah, comrades, wouldn't it be fun to go to Mars? Not everyone is really interested, I know. That's also the sad thing, you know. In this paper, it's not just South Africa, but many other places as well. Space is not really, you know, anything that is seen as part of everyday life. Even though we depend so much on space technologies, just for communication and navigation and banking and all sorts of things, weather and everything. But space is seen as this unnecessary luxury. But it's really, I think of it like Carl Sagan said. There's actually a video, oh good grief, there's a dust storm coming. There's a video on YouTube somewhere where he says, you know, there's a lot of problems on Earth, and a lot of people say that's sort of the reason why we shouldn't go to other planets and space and all of these things. But as he puts it, are they a reason not to go to space, or are they a reason to go? And I think also they are a reason to go, because just look at how many leaps and bounds we made during the Apollo era. So just imagine the whole Martian thing. Just all of the spin-off industries and innovations and things will already be a great boon for humanity. So now our solar panels, of course, are not really working well. Although, notify when dirty. I'm not sure what that now means there. Is she coming to clean it, or one of the rovers? I don't know. But it's not. It's still got 6 out of 6 kilowatts. So we now have the methane. And is it actually refueling this? Not enough methane. Flow rate is 8 liters per day. So there's the dust storm leaving now. Next launch, comrades, let's send some more things to Mars. What shall we take? Are we ready for more people? I'm wondering. Because the thing is now we've got water, but we don't have food. So we're going to max out the food. That's a given. So 400, so we have 600 kilos left. So could we now send another astronaut? Obviously this is enough food for one, and then we also sent some extra last time. So now the question is, so one uses 240, so that left 160. 160 and 160, so yes, I think we have enough for another cycle with one astronaut. But what else do I want to send? We're gonna have to get a miner up there at some point. Actually, maybe we should do that now. But we do need food though. And if we take a miner, we can't send food. But we can't even do that with this rocket anyway. So, okay, never mind. Max the food, get another astronaut, and max the supplies. As far as we can. And launch. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best. At least we can't have one person alone on Mars for hundreds of days. That's not right. So let's pick a landing site. Again, we just bring up the overlay and I'll just land it next to the other one. Good, so this must make her very happy. She won't be alone anymore. So we just gotta keep an eye on that food. We're losing 2 a day now. Actually, it should be more. 4 a day. Can they go back in there? No, they can't. So once they exit, it's game time. Okay, so let's think about this. Slow down, please. What shall we build? We need a greenhouse. We need a greenhouse urgently. Now, of course, I can't put this anywhere. We need a corridor first. So, okay, that's fine. Let's see, what do we need? We need surely an airlock, but I guess just a straight hallway is enough to begin with. So we'll put it down right there. And this one is taking supplies up to the pallet, it seems. So that's another lady, so we have an all-female crew here. Okay, so I guess this functions as an airlock. It looks like it will. Let's get our second astronaut to build a greenhouse if possible. That takes 3 supplies. No, actually we need a hallway first. Then you can go get some more supplies and then we'll build the greenhouse off of that because it seems like it's a dead end. Go get more supplies, please, and drop yours there. No, drop it off. Come here. Okay, build a... Should we actually get a habitat? No, I don't know if that's necessary right now. Let's just get a greenhouse. This is most urgent. Please bring more supplies and you can go get some more. Goodness sake, drop it off, please. Thank you. Now, power 0, so we actually need more power urgently. So I'm actually going to take our new astronaut to do that. No wind turbines, unfortunately. Go on, go on. They'll just stop there. They won't actually go and finish the construction unless I tell them. You see, now she's going off on her own adventure. Now I wonder, could they grow food now or do I need to bring colonists? Okay, so we have a greenhouse, but now this doesn't actually have oxygen. Oxygen generator. The sides of straight hallways and supply the hallways with oxygen. Okay, get it, get it, get it, get it. Okay, that just has to go next to a normal section, not a hub like that. Okay, so you've built that, so we now have 6 kilowatts extra power. 712 days of water because we're still getting 6 a day extra after the greenhouse and the people. But food we're losing still. We're okay. I think we'll make it to the next cycle. That shouldn't be a problem. Methane, we have 520 liters now, so we should be able to refill these things, but they have supplies left, so I don't want to do that. Let's get them building something else. A launch pad allows large rockets carrying colonists and heavy machinery. It must be it must be connected to a hallway. Oh, good grief, this is a large thing. Okay, so oxygen is now flowing in the base there. Let me just stop here, I need some tea. Okay, so we're back. And they're still carrying supplies somewhere, I'm not sure where. Actually, you can build us another corridor. Just a straight hallway there. Then we can build the launch pad or the landing pad somewhere here to the south. Now let's also just go back to these rovers. They are, you see, not the best. Not the best. Where's our other one? Disappeared somewhere to the north, you see, didn't complete its mission. Looks like we can't give too many orders. It gets stuck also. Oh, good grief. There, that should keep it busy. There's a lot of something up here. Gypsum, it seems. That's why we need the mineral extractor. Okay, so the hallway is done, though we do need to open the doors here in the middle, because only this hallway has oxygen now. So I want to open this, and the one on the top, and the one on the bottom, and that should go green. It takes a little while for the oxygen to stabilize. Low oxygen, so hopefully when this starts filling up with air we can get some food here, I'm not sure. Habitat, I don't want to build a habitat yet. We don't need more water right now. What about a, how much is the landing or launch pad? That's 6 supplies. How many supplies do we have at the moment? Just speed up again. I wonder, is there not an easy way to see? Doesn't look like it. Oh well, get us another straight hallway. And then maybe I'll take another hub down beneath that. And okay, we just have to wait. And then beneath that we can get the landing pad. Of course there's now a giant rock in the way. That's not good. What else could we get? Some of these things are still locked. They require specific labs and things. Not sure how to get that again. Not enough power. Okay, we need more solar power. Okay, go to the north and get us another solar panel, please. Could we get a launch pad? No, it's blocked. But that one is not. This is a bit of a problem here. It's occupying space. I think if I could, I'd like to extend the corridor out this way. Then we'll put the pad here where we landed the other craft so far. Let's just get the forklift to empty this. Then I'll get them to build one more straight hallway section. Open the doors, please. So it does look like we're getting food now. 2 kilograms a day out of a greenhouse. So we will need one more to break even. Convert to refrigerator. So yes, I remember that now. If we have excess food, we can actually freeze it or put it in the refrigerator. Okay, so you are empty. You may refuel, please, and leave. And then you can go to the pallet and drop this stuff off, or actually take the rest first. You can also refuel. There's not enough. How much does this thing take? 688. Okay, it will take a while. Let's see if we can build the pad now. It's overlapping with the lander. Oh well, that's fine. Let's get another greenhouse. That's more of a priority. Now where should we put this? I think we need at the top here another one of those hub sections. Then we'll put two next to each other. Because with this thing you always have to be careful that you're not painting yourself into a corner, because some of these are dead ends. Three kilowatts still, so that's fine. Come on, fill up the methane there.
Base, do you read me?
Dust Devil imminent. Oh goodness. I don't think these astronauts ever actually go into the base. Of course they would, but for simplicity's sake we don't actually see that. It's only the colonists that go into the base. Okay, get another greenhouse please. Ignore any potential dust devils. Do we see anything? Oh, it was on the other side of the map. That was a lucky escape there. Let's just open up all of these passages again. Next launch available. Okay, we will... Oh no, we can't actually. We can't actually build a pad first, so we're going to have to ship some more supplies. Just because we don't have enough. So, for this, we don't need to get a methane extractor again. We'll just fill this thing up with supplies. We don't need food now, and we don't need more water. So, send that. This is purely a supply mission. And welcome back to Mars, comrades. Let's land somewhere where we landed the first one. Just right there. This gives us a nice boost to our supplies. And then, let's see, we just need to open up this door again. So the other greenhouse should now start producing. Otherwise we're in big trouble. The population is too low. Bring more colonists to prevent disasters. But we don't have enough food for them yet. Let's hope we get food before that runs out. Okay, drop that off on the pallet there. And then we don't have enough power, but we'll quickly fix that. We should actually build two more. 0. Good. At 66 kilograms of food we are breaking even. So now we are self-sustaining. Apart from our power, of course. And so at least that gives us a foothold. Let's open up this door as well. And power is fine. Good. See if we can unload the rest of it and then begin placing... No, we first need to get rid of this one. There it goes. So now we can put down the pad. So hopefully on the next launch we can bring something more substantial. Should we actually put another corridor? Is that necessary? Meteorite shower imminent. Now we're gonna have to just put another corridor in there. Then I will ask you to bring us some supplies and come to the building site. Methane is fine, water is still fine as well. Let me have some more tea. Right, comrades, let's continue. We'll just build this corridor and then the landing pad. Hopefully, don't go take that back. Bring that here, please. We need that. Population is too low to support the colony, but I don't want more people right now. Go get some more supplies, please. Strange, 2 out of 2. Population is too low. Do they now want us to bring colonists already, but then we'll need even more food? Maybe they do want colonists because somebody still has to work in the greenhouse. Oh well, we'll do that soon. Let's just get this thing done. This will take several trips back and forth. Go on, go on. There again, population is too low. Cleaning off the dust from the panels, that's a good thing. How much more? Only 2 left. Bring additional colonists or astronauts. Fires, air leaks, food spoiling and other disasters will occur when the population is too low. So we will need to bring 2 more. Or not even 2 more, just some actual colonists. Inhabitants, essentially. That's fine, that's fine. Just get us more supplies to the building site, please. Okay, it's done. You can take that back, thank you. So this will allow us, at least in the future, to now direct bigger landers to Mars. So let's just open up the interior airlock there, or is it open? I suppose we just have to open that one. Or is there not enough oxygen anymore? I think that might be the problem. There's not enough oxygen inside the base. Let's see if we can build 1 more oxygen generator. Just there. I suppose the longer the corridors, the less oxygen actually makes it through. That does make sense. Only 6%. But then also, so let's drop these supplies. We will need some living quarters, some actual habitat. There, build it there please, so we can actually bring and sustain workers inside the habitat. And also then we don't need to live in the capsules anymore. Water is not fine. Oh. Okay, you have a new task, please. We need a cryo tank water. Let's get the resource overlay again. It's gonna have to be all the way here. I don't think we could even fit 2 there, but okay. We'll have to search more, but this is going to be a good addition. What are you doing? Are you not building the habitat? We don't have enough supplies for that. Next launch available. Okay, we will wait for the next episode to do that, comrades. I think we'll do 1 more episode of this. You know, it's just a little bit of an exploration here. It keeps whining about the population being too low. Go on. We'll just finish that. And now there's 4 liters of water surplus again. I suppose this is because of the low population. They did say there will be disasters and all of that. Yes, I think we'll just leave that for now. Just want to finish that. Okay, now we should be on a much better footing. There's again -4. Now it's 11. Okay, good. So, comrades, this is has been a very short little exploration into Sol Zero. And if you are interested, this game is on Steam. Very cheap, actually. Just a bit of a diversion until Surviving Mars comes out, which I'm definitely getting. And also, Kerbal Space Program has had a new patch there, so also very interesting. But anyway, comrades, thank you for joining me as South Africa builds its first base on Mars, and I hope to see you next time. Have a fantastic day as always.